The U.S. Supreme Court issued a 5-4 decision Thursday that allows corporations and unions to spend money freely on political ads in candidate elections. What is your reaction to this news?
I was disappointed about the news. I mean, someone who's worked on a lot of grassroots campaigns, and you see what you're going up against in some of the bigger campaigns and the budgets they have. It's a disappointing thing to see.
It's about time. It's about time. I don't think freedom of expression ought to be restricted by the courts. That's the First Amendment.
I'm not surprised at all. What's going on with the government nowadays, any decisions that they're making seems frustrating for me.
I feel like corporations should be represented as a single person and that they should have the right to participate in the electoral process of giving campaign funds.
What impact, if any, do you think this decision will have on elections?
Well, obviously, there are a lot of very well-moneyed interests in this country on both sides of the aisle. So that I think that it's going to be drawing a lot more money into some of the more contentious issues.
It could get nastier and it could get more intense, and you'll hear sound bites and bullet points instead of real issues being discussed.
It could add more corruption, more, I hate to use the term, but buy yourself an election.
It's too early to say. I think it'll take a few brave corporations to determine how much money is going to be thrown around and in what way. I guess we'll see it for the first time this November.
The majority on the High Court says banning corporate political spending is a violation of free speech under the First Amendment. Do you agree?
I agree with that.
Why is that?
Because I think it is a violation. If a company wants to make a contribution to a political cause or take a certain position, they should be able to do that.
I do agree with free speech, but I think there needs to be some limitations on how corporations can spend money politically.
When people decide to work for a company or participate in a nonprofit or any organization really that you decide to become a part of on your own, in a way that's a part of your voice, and I don't think that should be stifled.
I mean, it's kind of the whole, big government versus small government. You don't want government saying what you can and can't do with your own money. I don't know if it's necessarily a hindrance on free speech,